We've all been there, receiving a highly anticipated figure that you've waited months or even years for. And after having played with it, you're left wondering, how did they get so much right, but got wrong on this one important thing that, in my opinion, makes or breaks a figure? And when that shortcoming takes the fun out of the action figure, it could be a crushing experience. That basically summarizes how I feel about Rocket Toys' Uchiha Madara. Before you jump into the comment section saying things like I'm delusional, or I'm out of my mind, or I'm over-exaggerating, allow me to explain. The analogy I used in my review for the Castlevania figures is, imagine getting your dream supercar, and it comes with everything that makes the car modern. But you take away power steering. I mean, sure, it's still a great looking machine, and it's powerful, but when you take away one of the core functions that makes a car, well, a car, it becomes more of a nuisance than it is fun to drive. As you're looking at these images, it's pretty obvious that Rocket Toys did an amazing job, offering multiple portraits and multiple sets of eyes that can be moved and swapped with one another. And you can recreate scenes where you have both the shutting gun and gun activated. So many options with the eyes alone. And when you factor in these wonderfully sculpted portraits where the sculptor did a phenomenal job capturing a 2D image and giving it just enough depth where it doesn't betray the source material and looks like a manga panel come to life. So many setups. It can be exhausting, in a good way. And that's what I love about having options. It's up to the collector on how they want to present their figures. And now you throw in armor made of die cast. This feels like a premium figure. But I wonder, had the armor not been made of die cast, could the price have come down a little bit? Because as of right now, other than feeling premium, it doesn't offer any other advantages. And to be honest, it doesn't really look like die cast. In fact, most people didn't even know that it was made of die cast until it was pointed out to them. While it felt nice, it was unnecessary, and it made handling the figure kind of clunky. Speaking of clunky, swapping out hands was a chore, so I used rubber bands that came with this figure to give it a friction hold at the wrists. Ever since the elbow on my Zen Creations Naruto figure broke by swapping hands, I've become extra paranoid when it comes down to things like this. Uchiha Madara has all of the makings for a Figure of the Year contender. It's extremely well crafted with multiple beautifully sculpted portraits that, along with the eye system, can provide dozens of really cool and awesome setups. And when you add in die-cast armor, it really adds to the premium feel. So what was so crushing about this figure then? If you haven't noticed by now, I have not posed with him at all. And it's all because of the stock body. There is no shoulder butterfly movement, you can't do shrugs, and you have extremely limited waist articulation. How limited? Well, you can bend forward 1 degree, you could bend backward 1 degree, and as for waist swivel, there is no waist swivel. You can't even turn his body. And this was the area that made me reconsider doing a review on this, because I had no fun. It's a joyless figure. It looks amazing, which is what kills me. It came so close to perfection, and they just had to drop the ball on the body. Playability is non-existent. And you can say, well, just use the poses from the marketing material. I don't want to do that. I don't want to copy them. I want to do my own thing. And even then, those poses were really stiff. My one hope at this point now is once Kakashi and Itachi are released, that Rocket Toys invests in a new body. Because what they have right now, it's not cutting it. I want to have fun with my figures.